Hello everyone. Thank you for your interest in the Energy Compact Survey 2023. This is an instructional video to help you fill out the survey form. What you're seeing here is a demonstration copy of the document that you will have to complete to participate in the survey process. You can use the video chapters to navigate to the relevant sections. In this part, I will be covering some important instructions. 1. We have introduced energy compact numbers for all submissions. It is a 6-digit alphanumeric code that you can see here. This is designed to help the proponents by automatically filling out parts of the survey, making it easier to complete. 2. This report covers the cumulative progress made since the time of compact submission. Please keep this in mind while providing the inputs. 3. We strongly encourage you to fill all relevant sections. At minimum, each compact proponent should fill out one of the 3 main survey sections with a priority for sections 1 and 2. You can go to the relevant video chapters on section 1 SDG 7 reporting and section 2 other SDG reporting for more details on how to fill out these sections. 4. The deadline for submission is Monday, 19 June 2023. However, early submissions will increase the chances of them being featured as a spotlight in the Energy Compact Progress Report 2023. Go to the chapter on Submitting the Survey to find out how to finish your survey participation. 5. If you wish to upload additional files along with the survey, please send them to un-energycompact@un.org and energycompact@seforall.org. These email addresses were shared with you in the introductory email as well. Now I will explain how to navigate through the document. The document contains 7 different sections which are colored separately to help you navigate easily. You can simply scroll up and down to go through the various parts of the document. Further, the document contains 4 different columns which remain consistent throughout. On the leftmost is an item name. It either describes the input on the adjacent cell or refers to a question that was asked in the survey. For example, has your compact made progress towards SDG 7.1 on energy access, or the proponent name. Next to it is the most important section, which is the input cell. This is where you respond to the various survey questions by providing inputs. For example, here. In some instances, these are auto-populated based on the energy compact number. The third column here are instructions for all the inputs and the item names. This is provided line by line and is throughout the entire document. Finally, to the right, there are proponent notes. This is a place to provide any open comments, additional details, which will enhance the overall survey process. As you scroll from the top, you can see 7 different sections, starting with the summary in dark blue. This is auto-populated based on the energy compact number, and please verify if the details are correct and identify any errors or inconsistencies. Next in orange are numbers reported in 21-22, when the previous survey process was conducted. Once again, kindly identify any error or inconsistencies. The next 3 sections are the important elements of the Energy Compact survey process. Section 1 on SDG 7 reporting in green, Section 2 in blue on other SDG reporting, and Section 3 in grey on reporting against own commitments. Please go to the relevant video sections to find out how to fill out these sections. Next in orange, there are final remarks. This is a place to provide any open comments and answer questions on the overall Energy Compact process. Finally, the last section, again in dark blue, is submission. Please go to the section on submitting the survey to find out how to fill this. Now, I will talk about filling section 1 on SDG 7 reporting. This section has been marked in green for your easy navigation. The focus of this section is to track progress against key parameters of SDG 7, which includes energy access, increasing renewable energy share, energy efficiency, and investments towards clean energy. As with the rest of the form, It follows the same structure of columns, and you can find line by line instructions on column 3. In some questions, like this one on your screen, such as has your compact made progress towards SDG 7.1 on energy access, the input is through a yes or no option. If the answer is no, then some of the rows get automatically collapsed. All the indicators or questions have 3 standard items. The first is the metric used. In this case, new installed renewable energy capacity, the recommended unit is megawatts. However, proponents can change it to other units such as gigawatts. The next item is the relevant value. This has to be a numeric value greater than 0. Inputting text or negative values will yield a error, like or now this is correct. And third, the item is source. This is where you provide a relevant source or a document or any information supporting the above values. Moving on to section 2, other SDG reporting. In this section, the focus is on progress made towards other SDGs which are interlinked to the goals of SDG 7. This section has been marked in light blue for your easy navigation. It also follows the same principles of uniform columns as the rest of the survey document. You can see instructions for each item on column 3. In this section, 3 different values are linked to each of the questions asked. The first is the indicator itself. A recommended unit has been provided. For example, green jobs created is number of people. However, this can be changed to reflect any other metric that you might prefer reporting in. The next is a numeric value. This needs to be a value greater than 0 and should be numeric alone. That is, text or other forms of input would be marked as an error. For example, 10,000 is a valid entry. And the third is a source. Please share a link or a document or any supporting evidence against the reported value. This is uniform across all the various questions. In this section, there is a differing question in terms of the structure for SDG 5, gender and energy. Here, you're expected to identify the answer best relevant for your compact based on the instruction provided, followed by a reasoning as an open-ended text. Moving on, let's talk about filling section 3, reporting against own commitments. This section has been marked in gray for your easy navigation. Please note that the purpose of this section is to track progress against pledges made in the energy compacts which have not yet been captured in sections 1 and 2 on SDG 7 and other SDGs. The structure of this section is the same as the rest of the survey document, and you can find instructions in column 3 for each item. A link to the energy compact has been provided, which can be used as a reference. Each of the indicators have 3 rows assigned to it. Unlike sections 1 and 2, a recommended unit has not been provided, and you can fill in the unit most relevant to your energy compact. For example, it can be smart meters sold. Then a numeric value has to be provided. This only has to be a numeric value greater than 0. Text or negative values won't be accepted. And the third is a source where you can fill in with links, documents, and other proof to support the previous input provided. At the end of this document, there is also an option to provide key accomplishments of the energy compact. This is important in helping the compact feature as a spotlight in the year's report. You can fill up to 1500 characters in this section. We are now nearing the end of the survey document, and in this section, There are a few final remarks that will have to be filled. This section has been marked in orange for your easy navigation. It also follows the same structure as the rest of the survey document, and you can find instructions in the third column. A question has been asked here on any challenges faced due to the energy crisis, and if the response is yes, please provide a description in this box. The next two sections ask about learnings from trying to meet the Energy Compact commitments and any feedback that you may have for us. Finally, a question is asked on an interest to submitting a revised Energy Compact. We believe that Energy Compacts are living documents and periodically needs to be enhanced. If your response is a yes or maybe, please reach out to energycompact@seforall.org and we'll be in touch with you regarding how to update and enhance your Energy Compact. You have reached the end of the survey document. Thank you for your time. Now you are almost ready to submit. Here, please fill in the name and contact details of the person who we can contact in case of any queries or clarifications. Please also include the date of final submission. The data provided in this form will be aggregated for the publication Energy Compact Annual Progress Report and will be part of outreach and communications by UN Energy and partners. Individual reports will not be published but stored on UN Energy and SC4All servers for tracking progress. If you agree with the terms and conditions, please mark your agreement in the checkbox here. Once done, please save the file and send it to un-energycompact@un.org and energycompact@sc4all.org. Thank you for participating in the Energy Compact Progress Survey 2023.